answer is no, right? And if you are given any additional funds, you have to go to the system to do it, because people will conveniently forget that you paid an extra $1,000 for something. That's a dangerous game. You have money that they don't account for, you know. And now this is what happens: people get comfortable with asking for additional funds. You have to put a parameter on it, because people will abuse you and take advantage of you, i.e., going down to the courthouse in the first place, right? Because she knew that Hot Boy was going to contribute whatever was necessary, and yet and still she took the child support. So it's not smart to operate like that. And this is the problem with men. We don't go to the system when the system is coming for us.
Bill, I see Molly got her breasts done. Oh, you doing all of that, nigga? I know you gonna put some extra money in this house. Like, we don't talk about the evil intent that these women be going to go get this child support with. Like, we don't never get potatoes of it. So they'll go down there and be some games, and then we go down there like the good brother did up there, and we go finesse the finesse. You're going to get that finesse payment. That's exactly, that's all that I got now. Let me say this: when I come here, your child, why are you trying to be reimbursed for spending on your child? Like, I think that, like, that's what we're getting away from. Why are we trying to be compensated for spending for someone that we love, something that belongs to us? And any extras that come for the baby, they should not be going to your maintenance or to your bills. You have to take care. Why wouldn't you want your child to have everything and more than they can have? What is that?
She's trying to set her phone up.
But anyway, am I clear? Am I making sense or no?
Yeah, we can hear you, champ. Destiny is trying to fix her phone. That's what's going on.
Okay, I'm listening.
I just don't know. Yeah, we can hear each other. It's the people on the phones that's having the issue.
Yeah, but child support is not a stream of income. Women is trying to make child support a stream of income, and that's where we're going wrong. It's to support the kid. It's not saying, "Oh, I get paid this amount of money for me." It's for your baby. That's it.
Yeah, I guess I'm not when it comes to this topic, I'm not super harsh. I'm more reasonable. I don't think that I think child support is to pretty much pay your fair share of the cost that it costs to provide for a child, right? So as long as my baby got everything that it needs, you know, I really don't care, you know, how you allocating money over in the house, right? So like it'd be different if, like, all right, I'm giving you money, I'm paying child support, and now my son needs sneakers. Like, why do my son need sneakers? You know, but I'm not going to really like penny pinch, like, oh, all my money got to get put into an account, you know, for the baby that you don't necessarily use, because I think that it should go to the monthly upkeep of the kid and stuff like that. So I'm, you know, and I never experienced child support. All my kids with me. So I never experienced child support, but that's how I'm thinking I would go about it.
Well, until you get in that situation, right, then we probably gonna have to like just take it just a minor step back, right? I think that everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Mm-hmm. And I think that it also deals with the circumstances, your relationship with your baby mother, the response, if she's responsible, irresponsible, how she is with money. I think that it also, like I said, depends on the dynamic of the relationship. And so I think that what we're hyper focusing on, right, is that, like the brother Hot Boy Twin said up top, a lot of women are using this child support money as if it's another income for them to do what they want to do with the money. And that is why it's called child support. It is for support of the child. It is not for nail support. It is not for light support. It is not for do what you want support, weed support, club support, lash support. It is for the child. So that is why for me as a parent, right, a lot of like you've never been taken for child support. They take a nice little chunk out of your check. And it would be a disservice to me, like Molly said, which was a great point. She's getting dick. There's another man laying in that house. There's another man laying in that house, knocking the stuffing out of you, eating the groceries, eating the Lunchables, eating the fruit roll-up. He's using the electricity. His PlayStation 5 is on there. He's sweating that same hair out. Why would my money ever be going to any of that? My money is for that baby and that baby only. And that's where I stand. Did anybody else want to talk about that?
I still do. But go ahead, Melly.
I mean, no, I totally agree with that. I mean, a lot of y'all think that child support is supposed to be like basically reimbursement. It's not reimbursement. I don't give a damn which way you put it. I don't care. Even if the kid lives there and you have a car, if you really want to be technical, let's be honest here. No one told you to go get the car, regardless if the kid is in it. So if you go get a car from a Subaru, a Buick, let's say if you up into a Nissan or Toyota, are you telling me my child support payments got to go up because you chose to get a car, regardless if the kid is in it? You can come on, man. Some of the stuff got to be realistic. This is not reimbursement. And that's what a lot of them is doing. Just like you said, using it as a stream of income, and that's not what the case is. You go get a bigger house. I guess my rent the payments got to go up because you chose that you now want a bigger house just cause. Nah, man.
Insanity. And just to piggyback off of that, right? Because and I hate that this is such a triggering topic, but just to piggyback off of that, we got to be realistic. Fathers don't operate like this. And so that's another thing that we got to really, really get. Dads come get the kids, feed the kids, clothe the kids for the week. Like, dads will never say, well, I rode up the block with him, make sure you put 15 in my tank. I rode up the block with him, put 15 in my tank. Dads are not pulling off with the kid. Yo, we stopped and got ice cream, and I'm going to have to deduct that. Women operate like this. I've never in life seen a man operate like this. Do you know that these women will send these babies out with dirty clothes just so you could buy new clothes? They could have washed them. They could have did. Like, we could talk about it if we're gonna talk about parenting today.
Yeah.
I still want. So when it come to this, right? Let's say I got child support, right? Because I think I don't want to give this like a broad blanket because it's a lot of people who not paying that much child support. So let's say it costs like between a woman's bill, she got a kid by a guy, and let's say our bills each month is $3,500, right? And that guy's contributing $300 to that house. Nigga, don't tell her what to do with that money. Like, that's a different scenario. I totally agree with you that in general it should not be an income. Child support should not be income, right? And it's a lot of women who like, let's say she with a nigga who get money, right? That's when it can become. That's where you can kind of start to take advantage of the system, right? But it is a lot of guys who ain't paying. Like, I got homies paying a couple $1,000s in child support, right? But then there's certain guys who like, oh, I'm paying $400. If you're paying $400, do not try and penny pinch what a woman is doing when it costs more than that to take care of a kid every month. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it says the average child support is $440 on average.
Yeah, because it goes off of how much money that the person makes, how many more kids you got, and your cost of living. So you just can't stretch nobody out. Everybody not paying $1,000 to $2,000 a month because the average black man makes $75,000 a year. So you
That's high. That's
less than that. Way
less than that, bro.
I'm in California. We in Cali, so the average man out here,
it ain't 75.
No, it's
50 on average throughout the country.
Okay. Something like that.
Okay, well, that doesn't work. Okay.
So a better question then, right? And listen, hold on. Before we go a little bit deeper into this, I need for y'all to hit the likes. I need for y'all to turn the live up. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Everybody on Instagram, come over to the YouTube if you want to participate. We are on Nothing But the Truth podcast. So now I got a question, right? Mm-hmm. If you are taking me for child support, right? Should I be doing anything financially outside of that child support? And let me give you context. Before y'all say no, right? I have no problem, because a lot of moms do this. I have no problem doing for my child, right? Mm-hmm. You are pocket watching and success stalking, right? And so you said, well, your son, I see you in Louis and Gucci and you got lime green seats in your car. Your son don't got a lime green car seat. Your son don't got Gucci and Louis. So you take your tail down there and you go down to the court. My dad did this. My dad did this to my mom. I go down to the court. I finesse the clerk. I start busting her ass. They got me paying $250 a month. Now you went down there to be spiteful. I went down there over finesse your finesse. You're getting $250 a month. That's what you went down there for. That's what you get. Should I be doing anything outside of the bullshit that you went down there and tried to do? Hot boy twin, you start.
Yeah, you should. And I talked about this before. I was the one who finessed the clerk as well. I knew her from school, and we went in there. I was giving my baby mama $1,000 a month for 2 kids, but I still was helping with groceries, food, clothes, everything. So when she went to court with me, she said, hey, he got a lot of shit going on. I had 7 cars, 3 houses, everything. And the lady said, well, he run his own business, and he don't have no money in his name. So it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. We are not the FBI. I end up paying $120 for my youngest daughter and $80 for my son, $200 per month. So the thing is, I do, to your questions, feel like that was bullshit. I know I was on bullshit. So I still, as a man, knew that, like mine said, that $200 a month wasn't shit. So I still stepped my game up and made sure I still provided for my kids, because that's what a man is supposed to do. So you is supposed to pay more money if you can afford it, besides that weak ass child support, because $400, $200, even $1,000 nowadays is not enough to raise a kid. So yes, pay as much as you can, because your seeds are a reflection of you.
Okay, that's one take.
I won't say, like, all right, let's say if the situation whereas like what you said, right? I'm not giving you no extra bread, right? but I'm gonna get my baby, and I'm gonna make sure my baby is straight, but I'm not putting the extra dollar in your pocket.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna make sure my baby's straight though. Yeah.
Listen, y'all playing with the system and then get mad at the system when the system play you. So the answer is no, right? And if you are given any additional funds, you have to go to the system to do it, because people will conveniently forget that you paid an extra $1,000 for something. That's a dangerous game. You have money that they don't account for, and now this is what happens. People get comfortable with asking for additional funds. You have to put a parameter on it, because people will abuse you and take advantage of you, i.e. going down to the courthouse in the first place, right? Because she knew that Hot Boy was going to contribute whatever was necessary, and still she took him for child support. So it's not smart to operate that way. And this is the problem with men. We don't go to the system when the system is coming for us, right? Oftentimes men lose in the system is because we don't take advantage of it. We don't push. We always assume, hey, if I'm quiet, they won't bother me. Nah, beloved, right? We think child support is mutually exclusive to custody and visitation, but those are two separate courts. But we so scared to go to the court, we don't even want to ask for the kid because we think it's going to trigger child support.
You know what? Let me throw a little spin on that, because on the flip side of things, you see females talking about all this about the child support and stuff like that. How about being in a situation like me where I had custody of my son, and because my son's mother didn't work, didn't try to work, didn't have no means of income or no assets, they got all the way up to $32,600 something in arrears. How about they threw all that shit all the way out? So when people sit up there talking about this type of stuff, look how there's guys like me that's on that flip side where it's like we ain't getting child support, but where's the energy at for that?
Yo, truth. The one thing I want to go. Well, first let me let that marinate what Melly said.
The men not receiving child support. There ain't no energy.
Nah, Melly, I let it marinate. You ain't have to say nothing else. See, that's what you got to do. Let it simmer. Now, truth.
Yes, sir.
Another thing, if I'm not in that house with that woman, I can't patrol shit. I think you'll make yourself go mad. Another nigga laying in there. Another nigga just gonna be laying in there. Whatever he paying is what he paying. They not gonna reduce your child support because she's sleeping with a nigga. Niggas will make themselves crazy thinking about shit like that. What's she doing with the bread?
So I was just speaking for like the masses.
Yeah.
Me personally, I wouldn't give a like when I tell you I'm one of them, like I don't care what as long as my kid.
Yeah, you speak general. Yeah.
Like I'm not I'm not even one of them, and I'm not trying to be like a boisterous or a dickhead, but I've always been the best option financially out of any man that any of my baby mothers have dealt with. And if anything, they need the help. And so with that being said, I would never be on that, but also I am a man that has never been taken for child support. But what I'm saying is, right, yeah, so let's get that understood, right? But and I stand on this. If you know that I am an active father that provides, that protects, that is involved, and you go down there out of spite, I'm telling you right now, if the allotted payment is $1.50, you standing on that $1.50. You wanted to go down there and play with them people, right? Because we got to talk about the intent. I think that we're getting away from the intent. You went down there because, and a lot of women do this. You over there with Molly with the good hair, you paying her light bill. I seen Molly got her breasts done. Oh, you doing all of that, nigga? I know you gonna put some extra money in this house. Like, we don't talk about the evil intent that these women be going to go get this child support with. Like, we don't never get into the meat and potatoes of it. So they'll go down there and play some games, and then we go down there like the good brother did up there, and we go finesse the finesse. You're going to get that finesse payment. That's exact, and that's all that I got now. Let me say this: when I come get my baby. Listen, we gonna go shopping, and I'm taking it old school. All of this new fly shit will stay at my house, and I got receipts for anything that I think about sending home. See, this is the problem with a lot of black men in society is that you give these women way too much leverage and way too much power, and y'all play with them too much, and that's why they play with y'all. I'm not going for nothing, because then I hate to use Corey Holcomb name, right? I'll go create some more kids if you get to playing around. That's what y'all on? Bye. I'll go create a whole new tribe, respectfully.